Welcome everyone to this explainer. Today we're exploring a topic that has literally fascinated humanity since the dawn of time. But we're going to look at it through a highly structured, analytical lens. We are breaking down what the spiritual teachings of Dada Bhagwan describe as the exact scientific mechanics of what happens the very moment we die. If you've ever wondered about the actual step-by-step process of the soul's transition, well, you're absolutely in the right place. Get ready because the mechanics behind this whole shebang offer a truly unique perspective.
Okay, let's dive into this. It's the ultimate, universal question, isn't it? The moment a physical body takes its last breath, where exactly does the soul go? Does it wander around? Is it just hanging out in some middle dimension waiting for a green light? Well, the answer provided in these teachings is far more instantaneous and direct than most of us might imagine. It presents a framework that completely reshapes how we view life and death.
Section 1. Immediately after death, the soul's instant transition.
To understand this, we really have to look at the very first phase of the journey. We're going to strip away the mystery and just examine the raw mechanics of the soul's departure. The source material is incredibly clear on this point. The soul does not wander aimlessly. No way. The very moment a doctor declares a physical body dead, the soul is already at its new destination. According to the spiritual philosophy, while the soul is eternally pure and always maintains its original form, it's currently tied down to matter through ignorance. And because of that tie, it's compelled to take on a new physical form. But the key takeaway here is the directness of the journey. There is literally no waiting room.
Moving on to Section 2. How much time in transit? The speed of the soul.
So if the soul isn't just waiting around, the natural next question is about transit time, right? I mean, if someone passes away in one country and their next birth is taking place in another country halfway across the globe, how long does that commute actually take? Listen to this powerful quote from Dada Bhagwan. It takes absolutely no time. It is present in this body here and simultaneously begins entering the new womb there. That is a mind-blowing concept. According to the text, the transit time is literally zero. Not a second, not a millisecond, zero. The soul's departure from the old physical form and its arrival at the new destination happen at the exact same time.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the soul is actually depicted. It doesn't have physical legs to, walk, or wings to fly to its new location. Instead, the text explains that the soul has the ability to expand and contract, based entirely on its karmic ties, its debts and connections. It stretches out. One end of the soul remains in the dying body, while the other end stretches across vast distances to reach the precise location of its next birth.
Dada Bhagwan uses a really vivid analogy to explain this: the snake leaving its hole. Imagine a long snake sliding out of a burrow. A portion of its body is outside, moving into a new space, while its tail end is still tucked inside the old hole. For a split second, the soul essentially exists in two places at once, stretching from the old body all the way to the new womb, before fully releasing its hold on the old life.
So here is the literal mechanism of this transition as outlined in the text. Step 1, the final breath. Step 2, the soul leaves, but it doesn't leave empty-handed, it actually takes its invisible luggage with it. Step 3 is the instant union with the new physical elements, specifically the sperm and ovum in the new womb. And here's a fascinating detail from the teachings. This is all based on what the source calls scientific circumstantial evidence, meaning the exact physical elements at the new destination must be perfectly ready and timed. If the timing isn't perfectly set there, the soul just lingers a tiny bit longer in the old body until the exact moment everything aligns.
Let's look at Section 3. The soul's luggage, the causal body.
You might be wondering, how does the soul know exactly where to go? How does it map out this instantaneous journey with such perfect precision? Well, the answer lies in what we just called its luggage. The soul travels with a companion called the causal body. Think of this like a highly advanced, invisible hard drive containing the collection of all a person's karmic causes from their lifetime. This causal body acts as a perfect blueprint. It dictates exactly where the soul has to go to experience the effects of those causes. As the soul arrives in the new womb, the karma in this causal body begins to discharge one by one, and that discharge is quite literally what builds and shapes the new physical body developing in the womb.
Section 4. The power source. Role of the Tejas body. But wait, there's actually a third companion in this journey. The soul and the causal body don't travel alone. They require a mechanism, an energy source, to make everything function once they hit the physical realm. The Tejas body, or the electrical body, is the energetic framework present in absolutely every living being, even plants. And this brilliantly illustrates the concept. Imagine a fully built house with all the wiring installed, but no electricity.
absolutely nothing turns on. The physical body is exactly like that house. Without this electrical body, nothing inside the physical human form works.
Think about this practically for a second. The food you just digested, that wasn't just physical biology. According to this framework, it was powered by the electrical body. The blood circulating in your veins right now, the very light that allows your eyes to see, all of it is driven by this electrical energy. But here is a core assertion of this teaching. This electrical body is also the seat of your anger, your pride, your deceit, and your greed. The pure soul itself doesn't contain anger or greed. Those are energetic functions housed right here in the Tejas body.
This brings us to a really profound and honestly surprising realization about death. When a person dies, their 5 physical senses are entirely destroyed. The eyes, the ears, the physical brain, they are all left behind as ash or dust. But those deep emotional flaws, the anger, the pride, the attachments, and the greed, they do not die with the physical brain. They are literally packed up inside the causal and electrical bodies and travel right alongside the soul into the next life, staying attached until the soul finally achieves ultimate liberation.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, the grand cycle of birth and death.
Now that we have all the puzzle pieces, the pure soul, the causal body holding the blueprint, and the electrical body powering the whole system, we can see the big picture. So the crucial point is this: life is a continuous, overlapping mechanism of charging and discharging. Everything you're experiencing in your physical life right now, your body, your situations, is simply the discharging of old karmas from your previous causal body. But at the exact same time, through your daily reactions and intents, you are actively charging new karmas. You're quite literally building the blueprint, the new causal body that's going to dictate your very next instantaneous journey when this physical life ends.
Which leaves us with a truly provocative thought to end on. If the physical body and all its senses are guaranteed to be left behind, and if your soul is going to transition instantly to a new destination designed exactly by the invisible luggage you're packing today, what karmic causes are you charging right now? Are you packing a blueprint of anger and pride, or one of peace and understanding? It's a profound spiritual philosophy that completely reframes how we might view our daily actions. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep asking questions and keep exploring.